Much for coming through. Just before we talk about what is expected to happen with the mayor visiting the area later on, talk to us about the situation now.
Good afternoon, Palisa. Yes, we're coming to you live from actually Marlboro, a suburb just over a kilometer away from Alex, which is what some of the residents are talking about, that how come the mayor is not meeting them in Alex, where they stay, and to experience the culture of the township, Alexandra. Why is he meeting them in the suburbs here in Marlboro? But I'm just going to move out of short so that Stelo shows you the police contingency here, members of the SAPS as well as JMP police who are here where the venue, the meeting is supposed to be. The meeting is scheduled for 6 o'clock and the mayor has said that the meeting will be exactly 2 hours. We are told that there will be buses bringing people from Alex to come to the meeting. But let me just bring in Maheketla, my colleague, who's been on the story, just to take us back and tell us why is the mayor meeting the people of Alexandra in the first place. Good afternoon, Maheketla. Just tell the viewer at home what is happening. Why is the mayor meeting people of Alex?
Well, first of all, Sibongile, you'd recall that this is on the back of a lot of protests that we have seen in Alex. We can actually go as far as 2 weeks back when on the first day of this protest, we saw people of Alexandra burning tires, blockading roads with rocks. And of course, we saw police on the other side trying to contain the situation, having a lot in their hands, up to the point where, of course, calm was restored. But at some point, then residents on a Friday, they had to then go into a meeting expecting Mayor Herman Mashaba to come through. But of course, to their disappointment, he didn't make it to that particular meeting, which prompted them just last week, Monday, to go and march to the nearby Santon, where we understand that they were going to hand over a memorandum that contains these concerns. And of course, as you already know, that they are actually concerned about the mushrooming of shacks in the area. They are also concerned about illegal structures that are actually being built within Alex. The other thing, of course, service delivery issue. You've seen in the streets of Alex pile up of rubbish, uncollected rubbish, and of course they are saying that this rubbish hasn't been collected for too long. So this is what brought us to where we are today. But we are in Marlboro, we are not in Alex, and I think that on its own, and according to what we hear from the ground, is not actually making these people, or the residents of Alexandra, happy, because this is not where they are experiencing these issues.
You spoke to some residents when we got here over the phone, some of the organizers of this march. What are they feeling about their venue?
I mean, as I just mentioned, they are not happy. They are not happy because these issues are not here in Marlboro. This is a world of suburb, as you can see. We haven't experienced, the issues of roads as compared to Alex. We haven't seen potholes, to mention, and which is one of the issues they've raised throughout this particular protest. So I don't know, as you can see and as you've mentioned, a lot of police officers are here. They're perhaps expecting a lot of disruptions from these irate residents. And the other thing, as I've mentioned, I mean, just last week, we saw Gauteng Premier David Makhura go and collect the memorandum, which was supposed to be in the hands of Mayor Herman Mashaba. Thursday, 2 days later, President of the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa, of course, meeting Alexandra residents at a packed Alexandra Stadium, which, of course, raised a lot of questions as to whether the ANC is capitalizing on this particular protest. And, of course, allegations of the ANC instigating this particular protest, of course, not in Alex, only in Free State, in Tshwane, as well as Beggerstal, today in Enedale. So I think this particular protest actually bring more discussion in terms of why now, why in the election year. But again, Sibongile, as we have already mentioned, the question, a huge question, hangs over Herman Mashaba. Why this venue? Why not in Alexandra, where we also saw his counterparts from the ANC going there to address the people of Alexandra?
Just lastly, what are the organizers saying? I know that you've spoken to some councillors in Alex. What are they saying?
Well, one thing that actually came out when we discussed over the phone with one of the organizers, he said that, what about, the whole community cannot come here, and they're saying that this hall is too small compared to what they have in Alexandra. So this particular hall in Marlboro is not going to be able to accommodate all the people that are there in Alexandra. Of course, we hear the mention that the city of Johannesburg has arranged several buses to collect these people here. But the question is, how many people? And we know that it's a lot of people that are actually experiencing the issue of service delivery in Alex. But it remains to be seen if the mayor is going to get good reception. I think it's just quite interesting a few hours to come and see what's going to happen. As you can see, a lot of police are here and they are ready for anything.
Thank you. That was Maheketla, who has been on the Alex story for a couple of days now. But Peter, just after this, we will be heading straight to Alex just to hear from people on the streets if they are even aware that the mayor is meeting them here in Marlboro and how they feel about that. So in our next crossing, we will be giving you those views from people in Alex.